It's a podcast about your worst wedding, funeral, bachelor party, bachelorette party, or anything's funny after the fact. Any story. We don't care what it is. It doesn't have to be a holiday, as long as it's funny. And today we have a very special guest, Miss Emma Kieran. Emma, say hello, baby.
Hey, I'm excited to be here. Thank you so much for having me.
Oh, you're welcome.
Great. Swell. That's swell.
So, where are you from? What are you doing? Where are you at?
I'm from New Jersey, born and well, not really born, but raised in Jersey. I live about 20 minutes outside New York City. So when I do comedy, I'm focused basically in that area. Um, 38 years young. I feel
Hey,
like only really old people say that, but but I feel
no,
old,
talk
so
to a
I'm just gonna do
56-year-old.
it.
Old. Then we'll
Um,
talk. Yeah.
yeah,
I'm 56 years young. That's
yeah.
why
It's
my
a nice.
pancreas don't work no more.
It's a nice,
Yay,
yeah,
there it
it's a
is.
nice lie. It's a really nice
Yeah.
lie. But yeah, no, just kind of floating around the New York City area.
Awesome. That sounds fun. Around New York City, the Big Apple. And
Yeah.
that's
I don't know why
but
they call it
we're
that.
we don't have any. We don't even have apples here. Like we're just small. I'm in a small town. It's not as small as the town I was in before, but it's smaller. I'm about 20 minutes no 40 minutes south of Chicago, maybe an
Oh,
hour
okay,
somewhere around there.
okay, that's not bad.
Yeah,
My
I'm a
best friend's
hick.
out there. Yeah,
Oh, is
but
that right?
yeah, she's out in she's originally from New York, but she's a comedian out in Chicago now. Yeah,
Oh,
but
what's her name?
Maggie Doyle. She keeps
Maggie Doyle.
begging me to move out there, so I'm on the fence about it, but I might have to visit a
It's
few
not
more
much
times.
different. You're gonna have a big city. You're gonna have bad winters.
Yep.
You're just gonna have a better style of
A
pizza. I
lot of
mean, outside of
crime.
that,
Yeah, a lot of crime. Oh, you're gonna debate me on pizza now. We can go head to
yeah,
head on
well,
that real
I was
quick.
just gonna state a fact, but either way.
Mm. But one thing you
Well,
don't have is good
nobody ever
bagels.
says Jersey pizza. Like nobody ever says
No,
that.
no,
It's like
it's
New York.
definitely not
It's
Jersey
like it
pizza.
says, come to Jersey pizza. Yeah, nobody ever says that. I don't think.
Well, we have all the transfers from New York that came over here and opened up pizzerias. So we have New York pizza, but in New Jersey, and it is just as good. It is
I
just as
see.
good.
They paid the New Yorkers to come on over. That's what
That's
they
it.
did.
That's it. Yeah. Well,
Bring your pizza.
we needed to pay someone to live here, so might as
So
well
you've been
make
doing
them good
comedy
cooks.
for about 10 years now. You said.
Yeah, since late 2014. So this year marks my 10-year anniversary. Yeah,
Oh,
it's been a
I'm about
rough
to go on
grind.
stage again after 20 years, somewhere
Oh
around there.
wow. Oh wow. I
Yeah.
thought I was bad. I'm
Hey,
about to go back to my first show in about 2 months. So
I'm not
I'm thinking
afraid of
I'm
it or
bad.
anything, but
That's good. I
mm,
mean, if you get past that part, then you're pretty golden.
the booze? No, I can get past that easy.
Oh, I can't.
No, I got some friends. They got this great comedian that's coming to headline, and they asked me if I wanted to host and open up for him, and I'm like, sure, I
Hey,
guess I
that's
can try that.
awesome.
I haven't done it in 20 years, but what the hell?
Yeah.
I'm on board.
Hey,
This is
maybe
what I do for my comedy now. This is
it,
what. Oh, eh,
it's
oh,
it works.
hold on. It's my wife
Golden.
and my daughter's key thing. I better answer this
I'm not
one.
even here. Don't worry.
Hi, honey. I'm doing a podcast right now. So, so you don't have the keys for Charlie's car? Okay, all right. I love you. I'll talk to you later. Bye.
She all right?
Yeah, that's my wife. She's fine. She's like, hello. She's like, what are you doing? I'm in the middle of a podcast. Oh, okay. Goodbye.
I love that. It's my favorite.
Oh, she's awesome. My wife is. She's funnier than I am.
That's
She's
great.
great. Yeah,
That's great.
she's crazy. Yeah. So where was I? We was talking about being on stage. You've been on
Yes,
stage for
yes.
10. So do you have like a regular club? Do you tour? What do you do?
I kind of jump around. I've been doing a lot of well, yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I look like when I walk. I've been
I
doing a
don't think
lot of
anybody
like
looks like this when they jump around except for me.
I've been doing a lot of like more private gigs, which has it sounds so scandalous, But I've been doing a lot of corporate stuff, things like that. But when I'm on stage, I generally like to kind of go out of state. I like kind of going out of my comfort zone because I can't stand New York really. Um, it's too
Except for the
expensive
pizza.
to go there constantly. I love the pizza. I love New York. I do. I lived there for a while, but when it comes to traveling there, when I live in New Jersey, it's like $20 in tolls. Like I live like 15 minutes. Just the tunnel alone is like $17. So why am I gonna go all the way in there to like try and make people laugh for 15 minutes? It just seems kind of counterproductive. I'm paying money to go
I drove four
make people
hours and
laugh.
made somebody laugh for 15 minutes.
Yeah, exactly.
Boom!
It's so
Drop the
weird when you
mic.
think about it that way. I'll be driving to a show 2 hours away, and I'm like, "What the hell am I doing? This is
Well, at least you get a
stupid.
lot of
This is
practice in
so
your head before
stupid."
you get there, you
I
know?
do, yeah,
Like,
and I mean, like,
what's
I
my
mean,
closer? What am I going to close with?
right, and I'm not demanding thousands of dollars here. It's not like my benefits are, like, really breaking the bank here. I'm bare minimum, maybe making my way home, Like, I could
Yeah,
probably afford some
yeah,
gas and
you
a
paid me enough to
cheeseburger.
drive back home. Thank
Yeah,
you.
cover my bar tab and get some gas, and then I'm back to where I started from. But exposure, right? You get exposure. Um,
Exactly.
but I
One
know
foot in front of the other. You
yeah,
just
but
keep on going.
I like traveling though. I like seeing new things. I like meeting new people. I like going to small towns. I like going to places that I wouldn't normally visit if I didn't have a reason to be there. I used to
Right.
be a musician. I used to be in a band. We used to tour around a lot. I used to say if I could do this on the bare minimum of making a living wage, then I would do it
Hey,
24/7,
yeah.
365.
If I could do
Absolutely.
this all the time,
Oh
I
yeah.
wouldn't have to go out and put a hit on bugs. I work for a bug control company.
Oh God.
Yeah, so and I'm gonna give shout outs and stuff like that. There's people on Facebook that's watching us. So I'm gonna like my brother Alan is watching. He has a show called Daddy and Daughter Eat Weird Food Combinations. It's on
I
YouTube.
love it.
It's fantastic. And speaking of where you can find us on Mosaic TV, baby. We're on TV. Did you know that,
Woo.
Emma?
Oh man, I
We're-
feel fancy.
Actually, we're worldwide. But
Woo.
Mosaic TV. Yeah, you can find us on Mosaic TV. If you have a Fire Stick, if you have an Amazon, Amazon Fire Stick, if you have, I don't know, an Android tablet device, find us. Get us. If you have a Roku, Mosaic TV, baby, come and see us. There it is. All right.
Do it.
Do it. Do it.
Do it.
Do it. So, yeah. If I could do this, like always, I would do this always. But
Oh yeah,
apparently,
absolutely.
it doesn't pay the bills.
No.
So
No, no.
because you cheap fuckers won't send me money to my worst holiday at Patreon. I even put out like right before the rapture yesterday, right
Mhm.
before I said send your money to my worst holiday at patreon.com. Not one of you greedy cocksuckers did. I know there's rich people out there with the rapture going on in their head. What'd you have to lose?
Unbelievable.
Hmm. Greedy pricks.
Bastards. Just bastards.
And where can they? Do you have a Patreon or anything, where they can send you money or anything? Or
Oh, I mean, I've got a Venmo. They
there
can
you go.
send me money.
There you go. Venmo Emma Kieran,
Sure.
Kieran. There you go. I can say it with my tongue sometimes. Kieran. There it is.
Doesn't matter.
Venmo. She'd appreciate it.
There you
Fuckers
go.
aren't paying me, so
At
to
E.
somebody.
Kieran. Yeah.
Kieran, there it is.
No.
When you say it all in one word, it just sounds much better. Kieran, there it
Kieran.
is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My dad used to claim that it's actually Kernan, but I think he just likes saying it. He's like, it's Kernan. Like he like sounded like some powerful like I don't even know. Like
What
if
is
we
it?
were
Parsi?
Spartans or
Is it
something.
Himalayan? Is it
Is
Nigerian?
Irish.
What do you have? What's your lineage? Where do you have?
It is Irish. It is
It is
very
Irish.
Irish.
That's what I thought. Yeah,
Yes.
we all knew that was
Yeah.
Irish. Irish. It's going to be Irish or Scottish. It's going to be one of the
Mhm.
two. Either way, we're Celts. So,
Yep.
either
Yep.
way, we're both
We're
Celts.
yeah. You
Yep.
can't escape
Check it
that.
out. Hey, there's my Scottish. Yep.
Hey, there you
Yeah.
go. There you go.
Yep. So here's the
It's
story.
funny. So, okay, so that's a fun story. I'm adopted and I decided
That's
that
fun.
Yeah, I decided that I was
Ah,
gonna do my um ancestry DNA because I found my birth mother about I don't know, about probably 15 years ago. I found her in a chat room on a Yahoo group. Um
oh, okay.
which which was just really wild. I was not looking for her. She wasn't really looking for me. It was a weird happenstance. And so I was like, let me just double check. Cause I mean everything added up. The woman had a picture of me as a baby, like, like everything made sense, but it still
That's a
seems
pretty
so
big
surreal.
giveaway.
Yeah,
Yeah.
usually that's usually when you're like, okay, that seems legit. But I still needed more proof, and it turned out she was indeed my mother. But yeah, so my last name's Kieran, but I found out that I am mostly Scottish. So I have like
Hey,
two
go
two
group.
percent Irish blood in
Woohoo!
me, but I've got like I think like
60%,
30%.
baby.
There you go. I'm like 75% English or something like that, which is wild. My mom used to say I was
I'm
more British than the
60%
Queen.
Scottish, 25% Irish, or I mean, English, no
Yep.
Irish. But yeah, and then
We might be
and
related. We're the same,
Congo
but swapped.
and Congo and Cameroon, I'm black.
Hey, so now you could go to college and maybe even get a scholarship. I had a
Oh,
friend
oh,
that was
oh.
born in South. Well, no. I'm not. That's what I'm saying. I had a friend that was born in South Africa that was able to.
It's
Well,
good.
he had to
Okay.
almost kind of had to put it, but because he was a citizen. But anyway, it worked out well for his favor. I don't know.
Awesome.
Not promoting it.
Okay. You're English or you're Irish and you're Scottish
I am
in English.
English and Scottish
Yeah.
with 3%
Yeah.
Irish.
Texans. Here we go.
It-
Here's to us. There
exactly.
you
Um,
go. So
um,
anyway, you found your mom on a Yahoo chat room.
so I found her in the chat room. So yeah, I mean that was basically the rest of that story. But I have a half sister. I have a half brother. They're pretty cool. We're pretty close, which is great. But yeah, I never thought that I'd end up randomly finding my birth family, but definitely a cool happenstance to stumble across. As it's a neat story. It's a fun story to be able to kind of tell
Yeah,
everybody.
absolutely. Yeah, you found your family. There
Yeah,
you
I mean,
go.
not even looking for him. I mean, I know there's people out there that search their entire lives and get nowhere or find out something that they wish they didn't know or whatever it may have been. But I got lucky, and hey, I
Yeah,
rolled
my
with it.
wife's mom's family.
Hmm.
Nothing, man. There's
No
like
clue.
she's got like a cousin out in Vermont or something like, and that's
Yep,
like, where
yep.
the hell did your mom come from? Like none of us know. Like,
Like immaculate conception
was
kind
she
of stuff.
actually a stork baby? Was she actually a stork baby?
It
I
happened.
don't
It's
know.
real. Amazing.
Fred Carroll from the Dude in the Hen House podcast is watching us. Fred, we're talking to Emma Kieran, and you're right. I don't need a reason to drink. So there you go. That's what, yeah, like she can't find nothing on her mom.
That's crazy. It's
Like
terrible.
I dream a genied her like into existence or something. Like
That's wild.
boom, Mary, look,
Oh,
Well,
that's
her
so
name is
wild.
Mary. Maybe she was an immaculate conception. I don't know. I don't. Was she
You
the
said her
second?
name's
Maybe.
Mary? That's wild.
Yeah,
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 yeah, you might have to look into that.
yeah. Well, ancestry don't know shit, so I don't know.
Apparently, yeah.
Okay, apparently you don't have DNA. How the fuck is that possible?
FBI is gonna be at your door real quick. Like,
You know, we don't have the building blocks of the human existence
is she
or
human
all
at all?
existence.
Maybe
Yeah,
she's not human at all.
the
Aliens are
fucking
real,
tree
you
has
know?
DNA. I don't know.
This is the beginning of a sci-fi movie, like real quick.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I can't ask her now.
The origin of my wife. Yeah.
She's the late Mary Craig. So
Okay,
there's nothing else we can.
fair enough.
Mhm. Lovely woman, absolutely lovely.
I'm sure.
So, you say your comedy's like mostly dry. You say you kind of
Yeah,
you're a little more deadpan. Are you
I
Steven
am.
Wright? Mitch Hedbergen-ish. It's
A little, yeah, I've got that like one-liner kind
yeah.
of dry approach to things. I'm very awkward, but that's just kind of who I am. It comes off sometimes as it's like part of my act, but it's really just part of me. Uh, but it works in my advantage in a lot of ways. I'm not great with crowd work for that reason. It's it's very hard to do crowd work when you have a monotone approach to things like this. You know,
I was
Like-
wondering,
like,
like if when Stephen Wright was done with a set, he'd be like, "Good night," and then you go, like,
yep.
"Woo, let's fucking party," you know, like that. Like,
Yep. It's what
yeah,
it feels
I
like.
think I think it's kind of part of him too. Yeah, I don't think you're going to
Absolutely.
get much different Stephen Wright off stage as you are on stage. Yeah, I think
Yep,
he's
exactly. I was actually once promoted for a show, and the way they promoted me was what was it? Emma Kieran is the queen of awkward, and she takes you on a journey you didn't know you needed to go. And I'm like, what the fuck does that even
what's
mean?
that?
Like, I don't even
What's
know what
that?
that means. I'm like, I know I'm awkward. I just didn't know it was like my selling point, you know? Like,
Yeah,
I didn't
I'm
know that's
taking him on
what
a
people in the
journey.
seats.
I didn't know I was taking him on a journey.
I don't know what awkward journey I bring them on. I have like
Did they
jokes about
did they bring
incest
you up to Don't
and
Stop Believing? Did they play
oh
Don't
God.
Stop Believing as you got to the
I would get
stage?
right off stage. I would get right off that stage. Absolutely not. That's where I draw the line. But I like the awkward approach because there's not a lot of females that really have that deadpan humor,
Yeah.
you know. They're usually more animated, and that works for them, and that's awesome, you know. I don't have that approach. I don't host for that reason. Like, I am not gonna get the room going, you know, like like don't bring me in to like really pump the vibe up. Like, that's not my role.
That's my
Like,
fucking job.
right. Like, I'm just here to keep things going, and then you can take the reign again and close it out. Because if I close it out, people are gonna go home depressed and like lonely, and it's just not what people are going for. So I leave that up to other people. That's the only thing that kind of hurts me in the end, is that there's not a lot of leeway as to what my role is in comedy. Um,
Mhm.
but if you do something well enough, then I guess you don't really need to worry about that too much. And
Well,
I've kind
you're
of
getting
learned my
booked.
limitations. Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
you're
I
getting
can't
booked, so
complain.
people know that you're funny, you know. So
Yeah.
like,
I mean, after 10 years, if I wasn't getting booked, I think it'd be time to maybe reevaluate my choices. At that
just
point, maybe
just
I'm
sitting there
just not
staring at
good.
your phone. Come on,
Yeah, any
come
day.
on, ring.
Any day. Any day. I've got 10 years worth of jokes and none of them are good. No, but I'm grateful for where I am in this
I think I'm
endeavor.
funny, you know.
Exactly. My mom said that was a good one. Yeah.
That's it.
Uh,
I said my mom thinks I'm funny.
yeah, she said it. She's told people.
What I look like when I was doing stand up is like, yeah, when I first started, you know, and I let my family know that I was going to start doing some stand up. They're like they're trying to give me advice, you know, on
Oh yeah.
funny, you know.
Oh yeah. Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
they're like,
Oh yeah.
you know what you should say. You know what you should
Oh,
say.
oh God. Oh God. You should
The
use that
exact
in your
opposite
skit.
of what you've got in your fucking mind.
Yeah.
Yes,
I've got a
I think
joke
I'm
for
gonna go
you.
with that one.
I've got a joke for you. And I'm like, I don't need it. I'm like, whatever you're gonna tell me, I promise is not gonna get used in a set. Or when you're out and like something funny happens between like whoever you're out with, and they're like, you should use that. And I'm like, that's not even that funny. Like, I spilt a drink on you. Like, I don't know what exactly where's the punchline there? Like,
Whoa,
it's definitely a
a
you had
drink.
to be there kind of thing. Like,
Yeah,
but
exactly.
I appreciate people being excited for for the endeavor as well. But I
Yeah, the
appreciate all advice.
encouragement
But
is nice. Yeah, the encouragement is nice. Yeah.
yeah. I just hope they don't expect to come to a show and see me do a joke about spilling something on them.
Oh, God.
That-
Yeah, I got a buddy who's just that, and of course you're dry and funny. This guy's dry and not. Um,
Isn't that just like, I don't even know what
he's
that
like,
is at that point.
he's like, he says things like this. He's funny, but he doesn't know he's funny.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I heard you're getting a new job. He's like, yeah, I'm pretty excited about it. Okay, I don't think you know. I get more excited about a Pop Tart than what you do about getting a new fucking career.
I think that's what probably got me into comedy because it was everybody else telling me to do it. Whereas I didn't
Yeah.
really know I was like making jokes. I was just stating things, and people are like, "You need to do that on stage." And I'm like, "What are you talking about?" Like, I'm like, "I'm just saying things." But then it kind of, I guess, got in my head a little, and I just because
Kind of
it's hard to
became.
find that voice on stage. It's hard to find out like who
Yeah.
you are, and I for a while was trying to change who I was in order to like fit that like comedy narrative and to fit that like even the like chubby gay female, kind of like narrative. Because there's always one, right? There's always one on the show.
Yeah.
But
I do a whole bit about what if Dr. Seuss was a lesbian. And
no mention of like the Grinch's 10 inches kind of thing. Like
no, she does not like big cock and balls. She does not like them, not at all. She does not like them.
No.
She does not like them in her throat. She does not like them here. She does not like them there. She does not like them anywhere. Pam, I am.
I feel like a lot of men need to listen to that because
It's a much longer. I got a much longer version of it, but well, when my sister, this is what I broke the ice with my new sister-in-law, and my sister who just became gay, and now she's not again. I don't know, but anyway,
that
but
happens.
anyway, I love Jolene. I call Jolene my brother-in-law Jolene. I just love her. She's great.
That's
And my
amazing.
first time, my sister brings her over to meet me. I'm uncomfortable. She's uncomfortable. She's not really sure what to make of me because I'm me. And so, so I busted that one out. She,
It's a good test. It's a good test to see where they
she didn't
stand.
really know what to do at first. And then she just
Yeah.
started laughing. I'm like, thank God. Oh, God, thank God.
That's it. That's it. You're in. You're good.
Yeah. Boom.
I love it. I love it.
Oh, yeah. That's been, oh God, that's been probably 18 years ago or so. Like that's been a long time. Like, and we're
That's
still
great.
she's the best. My sister and her's been divorced for probably about 7, 8 years now, maybe 10. But and we're just still just as close as we always been. She's lovely.
How's your sister feel
So,
about that?
they still hang.
Okay, cool.
My
Oh, that's
sister,
such a lesbian thing.
her
It's such a
husband,
lesbian
my
thing.
sister, her husband,
Hmm.
her other ex-husband,
Yep,
all
that sounds
hang.
about right. That
They
sounds
all
about
hang.
right.
I'm like, I don't know. No, what's really fucked up
Checks out.
is my brother-in-law. He's living with his ex-wife and her husband. That's fucked up.
There's
Living
a
with,
there's a
not,
TV
not
show
hanging out at the
that's
bars and dancing.
oh
No, living with. Like, what the fuck is up with that? Like,
yeah, there's a TV show called You, Me, and My Ex, and it's just like that. It's like couples that are living with one of their exes, or or are like just way too close with one of their exes or whatever.
is
Like
that a
I'm friends
reality
with a
show?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Me, and my ex-girlfriend or my ex-wife?
You, Me, and My Ex, because it goes with
You're not going to believe
whoever.
this. I'm
Oh
about to
man,
blow your fucking mind.
please do.
All right. The dark skin, the skinny girl, the Latino girl,
Yes.
her dad lives right there.
No way.
Go across my driveway and say hello to Jesse.
That's crazy.
Her
Wow,
dad
what are the odds of
used to
that?
live right beside me. Her husband, her ex-husband was the part of the Flippo Corporation. That's where he got all his money. They live
Okay.
there in LaSalle. They live here in LaSalle. No
Wow.
shit. He lives
That's funny.
right. You're talking to his that girl's dad's neighbor. He
That's
sat in the
wild.
garage with me and drank beer. He helped me with my roof. I've made him salsa.
That's crazy. Yeah, me and my fiance, we love reality junk like that. We
Oh my
call it
God, my
like,
wife is so big
oh
on 90
man.
Day.
Oh my God, we are too. Oh my God, 90 Day. And then we just got
Who's
into
this dude?
Big Ed. Big
Big
Ed.
Ed.
Big Ed's the shit. I love Big Ed. Yep. I love to hate Big Ed, but that's all. I think everybody on that show, I just kind of love to hate.
Nobody
That one,
ever marries me. I don't know. I
the
don't know.
fact
But
that he finds anyone to like to be with is amazing. I watched
if
that show
only he
glad to be
got laid
not
in the show.
single.
I guess I'd be happy for him. I don't know. I guess like when he walks in the room, everybody's head turns except for his. He don't have a neck.
He does
That's a
not.
Steve Martin joke. That's a Steve Martin joke.
It's relevant. It's very relevant.
I never thought since 1979 or 1978 that I'd have the ability to give that joke. But apparently,
Hey, some humor is just, it's timeless.
old Steve rings true. Speaking of
Yeah.
Steve Westerman's watch. Hello, Steve.
What's up, Steve?
We are talking to Emma Kieran. She's a comedian. She's out of New Jersey, and she's absolutely lovely.
I'm trying.
Doing what we can. We're doing what we can.
I'm just getting through the day, man. Was it? I love a mama's boy.
You got anything else you can hit us with here?
Okay, so you had said that it was about funny stories, and one came to mind. So when I was in college, I went to college in White Plains, New York, and I was very poop shy. So I lived in a dorm with 7 other girls, and we had one bathroom with like 2 bathroom stalls, and it was just the bane of my existence in the beginning because my anxiety at that point was so out of control, and I'm like away from home for the first time, and I'm freaking out. And so like a couple of days after I get there, I'm like, crap, I have to poop, and I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do.
Happen.
It's gotta happen, but there's
this
people in the dorm.
No longer
right.
I can't wait.
I've been waiting. Anymore. I've been like waiting for like all of them to go out at one point, so that there's no one in there, maybe one person in there or something. But like there was always people in that room, and so I was like, okay, I'm just gonna go home. I'm just gonna go home and poop at home, and like I'll deal with this problem another time. But right now, I just gotta get home. And so I get in my car and I start my 2-hour journey home just to
2
take
hours? You're gonna go drive 2 hours?
2 hours.
Instead of going to just the bathroom and blow it up?
Well, you know what? I had 2 hours at that point. I had 2 hours, and I was like, all right, I'm on a time limit here. I'm a little pinched for time, but I think I can make it. And so in order to get
that's a double entendre.
Yeah, there was a lot of pinching going on that day. I had to go over a very large bridge to get
I slept with 2 girls named Chandra. That's a double entendre.
A double entendre. That's good.
Thank you. Part of a whole other bit, but anyway, go on.
So I have to go over the Tappan Zee Bridge, and I get to the Tappan Zee Bridge, and there's just so much traffic. This is like I decided to leave at like the worst possible time. No. And so I get on the bridge. I'm stuck on this bridge. The bridge is like moving because it's it's rush hour. And the other side's the traffic's flowing, and I'm over the traffic's flowing. And I'm over in the terrible lanes, and I'm listening to. I will remember. I was listening to a band called Pinback. I will always remember it being associated with this story. When I'm listening to this band called Pinback, I'm like, well, the Tappan Zee Bridge turned into the Crappen Zee Bridge, and I was like sitting there. I'm sitting there. I turned down the music because I'm like, I can't associate a song with this, but this is just gonna happen.
Why did I eat Taco Bell on the way? Why did I do
that? This is a terrible mistake. I'm crying. I'm like crying hysterically. I'm like, what if I get pulled over? What am I gonna do? And there was still like an hour and a half that I had until I got home. But
Can
there
you
was
imagine just
nothing I could
rolling
do.
down the window to talk to a cop at that point?
They would let me go so fast. They would let me go so fast. As soon as that window came down like an inch, they'd be like, go, go, go,
Man,
go,
do you
go.
have any idea how? Oh my God!
Oh my God. Okay. Okay. Whatever you're going to say, I believe you. Just go. Uh, but
Go, go, go!
roll up the
I'll clear
window
the
first so I
way.
don't get any of that air back. It was awful. It was absolutely awful. I walked into my house and my mom was sitting in the living room watching TV. And I walked I waddled in. I waddled into the house
Oh
and
yeah.
I go straight to go upstairs to get in the shower and I walk by my mom and she's like, "What's the matter? What happened?" I just looked at her with my tears and everything. And I'm like, "I need to go to therapy. I need to go to therapy." And I walked upstairs and showered. That was like all that was said that whole entire night. My mom left me alone the rest of the night. I stayed there for the night. I was like, I need a day to recoup. I was so afraid that my car was going to stink. I had a 93 Cavalier. I was so afraid my car was going to stink forever. I had like cloth seats. It was the worst. I was so scared, but somehow by the grace of God, the smell was not there. There was nothing. There was no evidence that anything
No
happened.
residual.
Oh my
Yeah.
God, but that was probably it was only recently that really I've been able to talk about it freely without getting
It's
terribly embarrassed.
very traumatizing. It was very
It was.
traumatizing.
It was
It's not
shitting
easy. I shit my pants story. You know,
shitting your
they're
pants
not
at 18
easy.
years old, 19 years old is a really terrible feeling. It's a really good way to knock you down a notch and make you feel a little bit
Yeah,
younger than you are.
that'll yeah.
I can't even handle pooping outside of my own environment. That might be a problem. But,
My
yeah.
nephew had a problem with this. Um, and it was Thanksgiving night, and I had to get up and work retail in the morning, which is well,
Retail's
Black
hell.
Friday.
Oh god,
Yeah,
yeah.
I worked at a retail a shop, and I remember I stayed up as late as I could with the family and everything. I remember I went to bed at midnight. I'm like, okay, this will give me 4 hours of sleep. I can
Mhm.
still get up and there, and I'm laying down. I'm like thanking God for a good day, everything, and all of a sudden I hear crash,
Oh no.
and oh yeah, and I get up and I'm like, what's going on? What's going on? And the door's locked to my bathroom. Well, I was redoing my sink, and I hadn't attached it completely to the wall yet.
Okay.
It's kind of a hanging sink. My nephew was taught to go poop by his grandmother, who was Korean.
Okay.
And yeah, have you heard of the kimchi squat?
I have not.
She taught him this is what she does. They crawl up on the seat of the the toilet,
Yep, yep. Okay,
and he went to
picturing it.
stain himself on my sink and pushed it off the wall, breaking all the fucking plumbing. And
Like, what are the odds that the sink you have not
I don't
fully
know.
attached to the wall, you're gonna
I
get
don't know.
someone.
I'm not sure what the fuck is going on. Okay. And
Yeah.
I'm like, what's going on? I'm like, what are you doing? He's like, just a minute. Like, what do you mean just a minute? The fuck was that? Just a minute. And I'm like, the door, I got like a hook on the door for the bathroom, and his brother reaches in with a pocket knife and unhooks it, opens it up, and there's fucking water fucking squirting in the air, and he's like this, he's like,
That's like a cartoon. It's like
and I go, what happened? How? 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 And
yeah.
his brother kind of figures it out. He goes to the bathroom different, Uncle Mark. I go, what do you mean
What does
different?
that mean?
What
Yeah.
the fuck do you mean? And he goes, and the boy's looking at me. I point to the bed. Show me. So he goes there,
I need to know, yeah.
and he puts one foot up on the seat, and he puts the other foot up on the seat. I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
How long have you been doing this? Yeah.
Like he was at like
Wow.
7 or 8 years old.
Oh my
Like he's
God.
been doing like his grandmother who lived with him, who's Korean, taught him to do this.
And only one sink was
So
broken.
and his
That's
and I remember his dad telling me at one point, he's like, oh, he gets off the bus, he runs straight in and goes to the bathroom
oh my God.
and poops. Like he won't poop at school. Well, I can see why he's not pooping at school. He's crawling up on the seat.
Oh my God, that's so I have never heard that, but no shame to
Yeah.
other cultures, but that's
No.
that seems
Well,
uncomfortable. I
back
don't
at
know.
home, that
Yeah.
was well, she didn't have like I don't know where she, but she didn't have like a seat,
Okay.
you know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It
So
was
she just adapted to what we have
yeah.
here,
Of
where she
course.
just
Yeah.
crawled up on the seat, and
Yay.
so like yeah, exactly. There's like a hole. That's what they had. They had a hole, and
Yeah. No,
so
you do what
and
you're
so
used
she thought
to.
that's what she knew. Her
Yeah.
parents were both working. His parents were both working. She taught him how to
Yay. Well,
do
I mean,
that
it's
on a seat. So that-
better than not being potty trained at all for sure.
yeah,
You know.
exactly. Yeah.
I can think of
I
worse
mean, I'll give
things.
him this. Everything was in the bowl. I mean,
Oh,
I'll give him that. Like he
yeah.
nailed it. Like he nailed it. You know,
I mean, it's about the result, not about how you get there, I guess.
exactly. It's not about my fucking plumbing getting ripped out of my wall, or
No, no, that's your fault. That's the plumbing's
and,
fault,
and,
not
and funny thing about it, when I laid back down after I got all the water turned off and everything, I couldn't sleep. So
Oh man, I've worked Black Fridays in retail, and I feel
oh,
you.
so
You need
the funny
sleep.
thing is, the guy I worked with is a really nice guy named Brandon. He's laughing as I'm telling his story. He goes, "What about him?" I go, "What are you talking about?" He goes, "What do you think he's thinking? Like, how am I going to fix this when he's in there?
Yeah,
Like,
he's
how am I going to
panicking.
fix this? How am I going to put it
Yep.
back? How am I going
Oh my gosh. It's
to?"
like when you're drunk at
Brandon
someone's house
his
and the
point of
toilet, like,
view in his
yeah.
mind, and he's like, think about what he's thinking. Like, oh fuck, how am I going to put this? How to stop the
Yeah.
water? He's got. Uncle Mark's going to be pissed.
It's like clogging someone else's toilet. Like, like you have
Yeah.
that moment of panic
Oh.
where you're like, no, 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 no,
No, it
no, no,
hasn't.
no, no,
Why? Why
no,
at
no,
somebody
no, no,
else's
no,
house?
no.
Why is it so predominant at somebody else's house? You're gonna no,
Always,
no, 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 no,
always.
no,
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 no, no,
no,
no, no, no.
no.
Oh, thank God. Now I leave and
Oh,
I pretend that
holy
never happened.
God! Uh, I
You
had
need to
never
go.
prayed that fast in my life.
Right? I've never been so
I didn't know
grateful. Like,
Jesus did plumbing.
oh my God. It's so true though.
Absolutely. All right, chick. We're going on to about 37 minutes. I got to wrap this up because I think my family's
Sounds good. I
wanting me to.
appreciate you having me on.
Oh, no problem. No problem. Thank you so much. I
Yeah.
really appreciate you coming on and tell everybody about you, where they can find you, to your website, everything. It's you got the floor, Emma. Tell everybody about you.
All right. All right. So you can find me on social media. You can find me on Instagram at Emma K Comedy. You can see that down
There
there.
it is, Emma K Comedy. Emma K,
You can find me on
baby.
Facebook at Emma Kieran. You can find all my up-to-date show dates and everything mainly on my Instagram. I have TikTok at emma.kiernan.comedy. And big show coming up April 27th in Hartford, Connecticut at the Elbow Room. There are some tickets left, though it is almost sold out. So definitely get your tickets, and I look forward to seeing you there. It'll be a really fun show.
Awesome. Fantastic. And as always, you can find me at Mosaic TV, baby, and at myworstholiday.com. Nobody ever uses that. Don't worry. Fucking worry about it. But if you got boo pictures, send them to myworstholiday@gmail.com. Love boo pictures.
Forward them.
We don't love boo pictures. We don't love people. We don't
Awesome.
love them. A Mosaic TV. So if you have a Roku device, if you have an Amazon Fire Stick, if you have an Android device, look up Mosaic TV, mosaictv.com. Baby, you got to come and see us. See us on Mosaic TV. Everybody in Kentucky, fucking love you. And with that being said, from my room next to my bathroom in my basement, this has been my worst holiday. Good night, everybody.
Yay.
Hang out for a minute, Emma.
Yeah, you got it.